Hey everyone, Jake Weisler here from fulltimefilmmaker.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to pose a bridal party. Starting with our first pose, it's called the prom pose. And the prom pose is essentially when the bride and the groom are in the center and the bridesmaids and the groomsmen are on each side, slightly turned in, smiling at the camera. All right, so bride and groom, let's have you stand in the middle there. Groomsmen, let's have you come up to the groom and slightly turn inward. Bridesmaids, same thing, mimic the groomsmen, and then have your flowers all on the same level. This one is just big smiles right at the camera. So I have my RS2 here. I have the follow mode set to PTF and a follow speed of 5. And to bring this boring stoic shot to life, all I'm doing is a subtle parallax. So I'm gonna start on the left, keep them in the center of my frame, and as I walk right, I'm going to pan the camera left so that they stay in the center, but the background moves behind them. And while they're in position, I'm gonna do a few push-ins and pull-outs. So same thing, I frame up my shot, take a few steps back, and then with big smiles from the bridal party, I'm just gonna slowly walk forward, just very slowly, so that they get bigger and bigger in my frame. Next pose is a favorite of mine. I call it the mosh pit. This pose is all about getting a good reaction out of your bridal party. So for this one, I have the bride and the groom in the center, the bridal party 10 feet back, and on the count of 3, I have the bridal party rush the couple and attack them with a huge group hug. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Bridal party, this is the mosh pit. So when I count to 3, I want you guys to charge the couple, and your goal here is to like squish them. So your guys' goal on the ends here, you wanna push the whole group together. As for the movement for this shot, I really just do a very subtle push in. Tanner and Shay, are you ready to be attacked? 3, 2, 1, mosh. That was perfect. That was the content I want for the video. Just mistakes, it's not perfect, it's just organic and fun. Moving on to our next pose actually requires just the bridesmaids. So I tell the groomsmen to go take a hike, and the goal with bridesmaids is you want them to look as beautiful as possible and also show off the dresses, the hair, and the flowers, and all those little details. So I'll have them all line up, and I'll have the flowers all on the same plane here, so that way it's just even, symmetrical. In this shot, I'll first, while they're in this pose, I'll get one push in of them smiling at the camera. Just big smiles, ladies. Beautiful. And while they're in that position, I'll come to the side here and get shots and details of the flowers using parallaxes. I'll set my focus to the bride's bouquet, and all I'm doing, just doing a simple sway, no stepping, focusing on the bride's bouquet, and I'll parallax right to left, moving left, panning right to reveal the bride's bouquet. And that looks beautiful. And now while they're in this shot as well, I wanna get some natural reactions and some laughs. So ladies, while you're in this pose, I want you guys to start cheesily looking at each other and laughing at each other. Laughing at Shay for getting married. Back and forth, looking at every single one. Shay looking at all your girls. They're all just losers compared to you. You're the bride. All right, ladies, you can take a break. Move on to the groomsmen. All right, this next pose is called the Peaky blinders walk. The groomsmen want to look suave, right? They want to look cool. They want to look manly and tough. I'm gonna start low at their feet, and as I parallax around them, I'll be panning up to them just walking stone cold forward. So boys, let's have you in kind of a flying V and a very slow walk. And if you're not looking forward, you're looking down. All right, and 3, 2, 1. And that's the Peaky blinder walk. The next pose is a personal favorite of mine, and one that requires some caution, some practice, and some planning, and some good direction. It's the toss. Make sure you ask the groom if he's cool with doing this pose, but it's where the groomsmen lift the groom and toss him into the air, and it takes a few tries to get some height, but it is worth every second. Tanner, come forward. So I'll have Tanner trust fall back into their arms. They'll lift, and I'll tell them to start bouncing him. So you guys, it's all on the knees. Start getting the movement. And then I'll get the shot, and I'll tell him to release on 3. Launch him. 1, 2, 3. And I don't rest until we get air. And 1, 2, 3. That was it. But that is it for my 5 favorite poses when posing a bridal party. If you guys have any further questions, please let me know.